All right, let's do this, everybody. 10:05. I'm ready. You're ready. All right. So today we're going to go over Access Guided Project 3-2. Now, when I was talking about databases a week ago Tuesday, yes, that was a week ago Tuesday now, I talked about querying or searching for data. So what Access allows you to do is it allows you to create these things called queries where you can actually search, yes, search inside of the fields for certain data and have it display that data. Now, queries are awesome. I mentioned in chapter 10, when we're talking about decision support systems, I would use queries a lot. I would use structured query language, and I would also query based on example. And that's what we're going to be doing today is the query by example piece. You're not going to be doing structured query language. I promise I'm not going to have you do structured query language. That's its own class. So yes, that's its own course. So I am not going to go over that, but we will go over query by example. All right, I'm stalling as much as I can. Okay, so here is Guided Project 3-2. How many files do we have today? One? What, not 5 files, just one? All right, I suppose we should open it, huh? All right, here we go. Getting ready to click on the start file. And there, so it's your name, San Diego Sailing is the name of the file. I guess there's an 03 on the end of it. All right, so here it is. Oh, what do I have to do first? Enable the content, yes. All right, how many tables do we have? 2. We have 2. We have Sailboat Fleet and we have SD Rentals. The good news is, again, we don't have to type any records or create any records from this. We're going to create queries today. So here's how we're going to do it. This is traditionally a pretty quick project, so I'm expecting that. So we just did steps 1 through 3. Congratulations. All right, here we are, everybody. If I'm going to create a query, I should probably click on which tab? Create. You're so good. You're so good at this. All right, so here we go, everybody. Create tab. Now you have 2 options in the queries group. There's the wizard, but today we're going to do query design. So we're going to click on this button right here, query design, for our opening query. Now when you click on query design, you'll notice that your screen changes. You'll notice that there's add tables on the left. You're like, wait a minute, I've seen add tables somewhere before. Remember when we had to create the relationship? Yeah, you remember that? So to do this, all you do is this over here on the right side of the screen. Double click Sailboat Fleet, double click SD Rentals. Check it out, it made the relationship for us. We didn't even have to do it this time. Okay, we're done with add tables, so what do I do with this thing on the side of the screen? Close it. Now remember what I said last week when we were creating the relationships. You can move these boxes around like this. You move these boxes around like this, see all the fields. Make sure you see all the fields. Especially for this project, I want you to make sure that you make those bigger so you can see all the fields. Because guess what, everybody? We're not going to use drop-down arrows today to add the fields to our query. We're simply going to double-click on the field names within the tables and add them to our query. Because I'm going to tell you, here is my problem, my personal problem with this program. Don't do anything, I just want to show you this. The instructions are going to tell you, look down here at the bottom of the screen, they're going to tell you to click this drop-down arrow right here to add a field. I do not want you to do that, and here's why. What do you notice about the thing that popped up? Right, this is obvious. What do you notice about it?
It says the same thing, pretty much.
No, no. What's?
But there's a lot of
Can you read all of it?
Not really.
No, you can't read all of it. That's the problem. You notice how it's cut off? So the book wants you to actually go in and pick these things from the drop down, and you can't even see it. So the faster way is going to be just to double click the fields. So are you ready? Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So we did A, we did B, we did C, we did D. Don't worry about E. You can make the boxes, and you can make these boxes as big or as small as you want. It doesn't matter. We are not going to do any of the drop-down arrows. So here's how we're going to do this. In the instructions, it's always table name dot field name. So we're gonna double click FK boat ID in the SD rentals table, like this. Here's the SD rentals table. I'm gonna put my pointer on FK boat ID, this one right here, and double click it. Congratulations, you've added the first field down below. See how hard that was? Okay, here's the next one. The next one is in the sailboat, the next two are in the sailboat fleet table. So we're gonna double click on boat type, and we're gonna double click full day rental rate, like this. You're gonna put your pointer on boat type right here, and double click. And then the third one was which field? Is it full day? It is full day rental rate. So it's this one right here. We're gonna double click full day rental rate right here, double click that one. You should now have 3 fields at the bottom of the screen. And they tell you which tables they're coming from. Much easier, yes?
I have a 4, how do I delete the,
So for you, which one did you duplicate?
the last one, the full day rental
Okay,
rate?
so all you do is this, you put your pointer down here, see how my pointer turns into a down arrow?
Yeah.
You just click it once, and then press delete on your keyboard.
Thank you.
I hope that worked. Please let me know if it did. Okay, I like that. Yes, I like Access in this regard because it's easy to fix things too from the screen. All right, so we have 3. Oh, we got one more to go, don't we? So here's our last one, step I, which says we need to double click 4-hour rental question mark in the SD rentals. So right here, everybody, 4-hour rental question mark. This one right here, double click that. And now we should have 4 fields down at the bottom of the screen. All right, you're doing great. Okay, next. Don't worry, we're gonna run this in just a second. We're gonna run our query in just a second. So it says here, we're gonna click the totals button, which is in the query design tab. So, oh, look, we're already in the query design tab. See this big button right here that says totals? Please click on that one time to turn it on. And now at the bottom of the screen, you now see a total row down here that says group by default. Okay, all right, so good news everybody, it's time to run the query. So it will should display 13 records. So up here, everybody, run is over here in the results, all the way over here on the left side of the ribbon, it says run. Click that. It should take us back to here. How do I know there's 13 records? No, you're not going to manually count them. It does tell you somewhere. Okay, fine, I'll tell you. Bottom left corner of the window, down here, where it says record, it says 1 of 13. Yes, I'm going to walk over here because I need the exercise today. So, it says 13 down here. That's how you know there's 13. Okay. We all have 13? That's a good sign, okay. Told you this was a tough one today. All right, on to step 5. We are just cruising. But Nick, we haven't saved it yet. You're right, we haven't saved it yet. We will in just a moment, everybody. Okay, so now we're gonna switch back to design view for review, everybody. Over here on the left-hand side of the ribbon, you see the view button. Just click this button above the word view. It'll take you back to design view, like this. And if you didn't do that, please click this and choose design view. All right. Yep, design view. There you go. Okay. So our 4 fields are down at the bottom, but we are not done yet. We are not done with this query yet. So here we go. So it wants us to now change the total for the full day rental rate field from group by to sum. So we're going to sum that field. So here we go. Here's full day rental rate down here at the bottom. We're going to change group by right here. We're going to change group by. We're going to click the drop down arrow. And we're going to choose sum. So make sure that says sum. And then next, so now we're going to actually put in some criteria for this next one. So in the 4-hour rental rate field, we're going to change it from group by to where, and then there's a criteria row where we're actually gonna type the word no. Now check this out, everybody. The IntelliSense feature is gonna kick in when we start typing the word no, and it's gonna suggest now. To keep it no, you hit the escape key on your keyboard. That's the key in the upper left corner. So I'll tell you what to do and have you do it. So here we go. So here's 4-hour rental question mark down here. We're gonna change group by to where. Where? Okay, after you change it to where, here's the criteria row below the checkboxes. So right here, you're gonna need to click right here. Click there below the checkbox, below the non-checked checkbox, the unchecked checkbox. And we're gonna type the word no. That's capital N, lowercase o. Now, hold on. So when you start typing no, see how it's trying to suggest something? I don't want now, I want no. So on your keyboard, hit the escape key, bless you. The escape key, it's the key in the upper left corner of your keyboard, hit that. And now we'll go away. What I'd like you to do here, everybody, is once you're at this point, bless you, all you have to do is click once, just click once here in the gray, this gray area, just click once up here. Just click anywhere in here. Okay, so now it says at the bottom where and no, as it should. Now you notice that when we did that too, it unchecked the box, meaning that it's not going to show. So here's what it should look like right now. It should look like this. Okay, now they want us to run it again. So here's the run button up here, next to view, run. So click run. And how many records did you get? 7. Okay. I like how it narrowed it down. So now we have the sum in there. We've got the sum of that full day rental rate. We got the different boat types in there. Some of you are like, but Nick, there's multiple of the same boat types. Yes, but they have different boat IDs. If you do notice that, that's what's happening. So we have 7 records. That's good, because look, it says right here, it should display 7 records. All right, everybody, before you save this, please go to your instructions to number 6 and copy this. Full day rentals by boat summary. Please go to your instructions and copy that, because you do not want to type this. Oh, get this. The second query we're going to do, it's even longer than this. If you think this is a long query name, the next one has more words. So you're all like, oh no. In real life, would I ever have a query with this long of a name? The answer is no. I'd make it easier than that. All right, so copy that. Now let's get back to access. Save with Control what?
S.
Control S. Then this will come up. Then just do a Control V. So full day rentals by boat summary. And if I'm done with that, I click what? Okay. So what happened on the left-hand side of your screen after you clicked OK?
Change the name.
It added a what?
Oh, table.
Yeah, it added your query right here. It says queries now. So now it added your query. 1 down, 2 to go. Oh, you're not supposed to have the dot on the end. Click OK. Yeah, just backspace. Nope, backspace. Oh, sorry, type Y. All right, click OK. Beautiful. Okay. All right, 1 query down, 2 to go. We're only 20 minutes in. This is good. And the last query takes like literally 3 minutes to do, because I'm going to take all the shortcuts and just show you what to do. And you're going to go, wait, we're going to skip what? We're going to skip all kinds of steps. It's going to be great. Okay. This is why Access is quickly becoming your favorite application to use, because we can skip all kinds of steps. Okay. So, yeah, I have good news on step 7, everybody. It wants us to do stuff. It wants us to do stuff. It wants us to do stuff. And then what does step D want us to do? It wants us to undo everything that we just did in steps A through C. So, hey, we're going to go ahead and close, please close this query. Just go ahead and click the X. All right. So I have good news for you, everybody. we're going to copy the query that we just made and create the new query from the old one. You're all like, we're gonna do what? Look at this name down here, everybody. Now wait, hold on. I don't want you to copy this yet. Hang on, hold your horses, hold on. So, we're not gonna follow these directions. We're gonna do this the Nick Rouse way, ready? I would like you to right-click this query and copy. Okay, copy. Then guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna right-click the blank area and we're going to paste. Ta-da, check it out. Now you go to your instructions. Here's the name of it, everybody. Full day rentals by boat summary with parameter. You love typing that. I've actually caught so many students in the business lab trying to type this. It's not a good proposition. So we'll just copy it. Then over here, here's the query name, and we'll paste it. We could have done that much more difficult than what we just did there, but you can click OK for those of you that have already done that. I'm just gonna give everybody a couple minutes to do that. So that's the name of it, unless you actually wanted to try and type that. I saw people like type it like this. I'm like, oh, they're gonna be here an hour just trying to type that whole thing. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna click OK. Oh, if you do that out there, no offense. Okay, we're gonna click OK. Told you all copy and paste is gonna be your #1 skill to get out of this class. Okay, now I just have to make sure everybody's good. Okay, great. Okay, so now you have 2 queries. Some of you are like, we're really almost done with this? Yes, we really are almost done with this. Okay, so check it out, everybody. So we're going to go to the design view of our new query that we're working on. So here we go. To get there, everybody, all you have to do is right-click the new query and go to design view. Nick, it has all the same fields as the other one. Well, yeah, we just copied it. All we did was give it another name. All right, so here's the one with the really long name. We're in design view. Everybody in design view? Everybody? Okay, all right. Okay, that was easy. All right, so that was 9A. Now, again, we are not dragging anything. We are going to add, now look what it says. Yes, this field is in the query twice. We're going to double click, once again, full day rental rate from the sailboat fleet table. So here's the sailboat fleet table. Here's full day rental rate. Please double click this. Yes, it's adding it as a 5th field, and yes, it's adding it a 2nd time. Now, there's a purpose to this, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. So, we're going to now use this field to get a count. Now remember, the other one was sum, right, for a full day rental rate? This one allows us to get a count of how many boats we're in, that make up that sum. So here we go. So down here, we're going to change group by, down here at the bottom. We're going to change that to count. So yes, in a query, you can use the same field multiple times, but they basically display different sets of, or different pieces of data. And that's what we're doing here. Okay, I like all the nodding, that's good. Okay, again, we are not dragging the rental date field as our 6th column. We're going to double click rental date within the SD rentals table. So over here, rental date, double click rental date. And that's your 6th one. Now, what they're trying to tell you to do, everybody, that there's like 3 different ways that you can add fields to a query. #1, you can use those drop-down arrows down there, and I told you what my pet peeve with that is. You all know my pet peeve with dragging things. So we could have dragged them from up above, down below. But I'm telling you, the double click is just the nicest, easiest way that you could possibly do that. All right, we got 6 fields. Oh yeah, if you're like paranoid right now, you can always do Control-S to save. I don't like to use the word paranoid. Let's say I'm cautious. I like caution. I am paranoid. That's different. Okay. Next, step E. So it says, oh, okay, so check it out. So what we're gonna do with this rental date field, we are going to set this up to where a user, that's you, has to actually enter a start date and enter an end date. So here's what I would like you to do. Go ahead and copy right now. Go ahead and copy this right now from step H between enter the start date and enter the end date. Please copy that before we set it up. Because you see what it's going to look like down at the bottom of the screen. You see the instructions in figure 3-102. That's a lot of figures. You'll see that in that 6th field, we're going to change the total to where, and then here, let me just do this. Here we go. Ready, everybody? We're going to eliminate 2 steps from this. Here we go. So we're going to change group by to where on that last field. Okay. And remember when I had you copy? You're just going to click right here inside of criteria like this and just Control V to paste it. They want you to do like this, go into the Zoom box and open stuff up and put it in there, but now we just paste it right into criteria. Now, if it doesn't work, you're gonna know it doesn't work when we run this. Speaking of running it, so we just did E, F, G, H, and I. Hey, look, we're saving again. That's Control S. All right, moment of truth time, everybody. Step 10, test the query. Yes, we have to do this. So, just to let you all know, you're gonna get dialog boxes when you run this that say enter the start date and another one that says enter the end date. That's what we just set up right there, was these dialog boxes. So here we go. Step 10A, we're gonna click the run button. Hey, look, it says enter the start date. Please tell me you all see this. Okay, so let's put in the first date. Now you can either type this in or copy and paste, but it's 7/1/2022. No extra spaces because you will get an error message or you will get nothing. So please make sure you just put this in, 7/1/2022. And click OK. And then it should say enter the end date. Okay, we click OK. And now it becomes enter the end date. The end date is 7/31, 7/31/2022. And then of course you click what after you put it in? Okay. Okay. And, oh, I got 4. Hey, look, it's 4. It's a happy day. You're like, we really are almost finished? Yeah, it's only 10:28. Okay, so, hey, look, it says save and close the query. So save and close. And we're back here. I'm just being nosy. You got this. I'm just being nosy. Everybody okay over here? Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Or just click paste. Okay, Control V. There you go. And okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's go back to design view. Yep. Go back to design. We'll fix it. Yep. Okay. Hold on. We're just gonna check this. Wait, was there an extra, hold on, is there an extra space after, oh wait, shoot. And enter the end date. Yeah, that looks good. Here, let's run that again. Okay, here, I'm just gonna type the numbers in. So we're gonna type 7/1/2022, okay. This one is 7/31/, okay. Yeah, that's fascinating. Okay, let's go back. It's not rental ID, it's supposed to be rental date. Here, push delete. Okay, Now, it's supposed to be this one right here. Rental date, that one, and then it's where, and then, where are your instructions at? Here, we got this. Here, I'll let you do the copy. Can you do Control C? Okay, and then Control V. Beautiful. Now we can do this. Now it's gonna look good. I just had to look at what that was, okay. And you put the dates in like this, and then go ahead and click OK. That's beautiful. Save it, Control S. And then close it. Okay, 2 down. 2 down, 1 to go. Because guess what, everybody? I like step 11. It just says to review the query, but you close it when you're done. So step 11's finished. Now, everybody, our third query, they give you a whole boatload of steps for this. But I'm just gonna tell you, we're not gonna go through the boatload of steps to complete it, because watch this. I just want you to notice this. Let's see. Oh man, I'm gonna turn on unique values. All right, so we're gonna add the 2 tables to our. We're gonna create a new query. We're gonna add 2 tables to it. We're going to go into the property sheet and change unique values to yes. Then we're gonna run it. It's gonna give us this, and then the last part is the part that we can bypass stuff. Wait a minute. So hold on. Never mind. This is the end. This is the end product right here. See how it just says boat types, and there's just like the 5, and that's it. So all right, let's do this real quick. We can do this. Here we go. End of the project, 10:32 a.m. Here we go. So we're going to create another query in query design. So create tab. You've done this before. Create tab, query design. Okay. Now, you notice how it says queries over here on the right side? We got to change that back to tables. So click on tables and just add both of the tables. Double click sailboat fleet, double click SD rentals, and then close add tables. And then again, drag, make these a little bit bigger so you can see the fields. All right. Now, the next step we're going to do with this, so we did A, we did B, we did C, D doesn't matter. Now we're going to add the fields. So, bottom line, everybody, bottom line with this is we're going to go ahead and add the 2 fields to this. We're going to add the boat ID and the boat type. We're going to add both of those. So check it out. The boat ID is found in SD rentals, and the boat type is found in sailboat fleet. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, so over here on SD rentals, you see FK boat ID, double click that. So that gives us our boat ID. And then the other one was what? Boat type? Boat type. Boat type is over here in sailboat fleet. Double click that. Okay, now it's shortcut time. You're all like, wait, what are we doing? No, you're not gonna run this. You're not gonna do any more of step 12. Hang on, we're gonna fast forward now. Somebody push the fast forward button. On the video, people are like, seriously? All right, so now we're gonna edit our query to display unique values only. So to do that, just click somewhere here in the gray, click once, just click once somewhere in here. Up top here, you see this thing that says property sheet? Please click property sheet up here. Just click once on property sheet. Okay, so all we're gonna do here, everybody, is we are going to change, so that was step A, that was step B. We're gonna just click, we're gonna double click the word no in unique values and it will change it to yes. So over here, see where it says unique values? You're just gonna double click the word no like this, and it changes it to yes. And if that didn't work for you, there's a drop down. Or if you type the letter Y, it also works. That also works that way. All right, Not done yet. Not done yet. No, we're not gonna run it. You're like, wow, we're just really fast forwarding through this, aren't we? Yes, we are. So, we're on to step 14. Some of you were like, wait, what? So all we're gonna do here, everybody, check this out. All we're gonna do here is we're going to, well, we don't even have to do that because it's not sorted right now to begin with. Wait, is it? No, it's not sorted, right? There's no sort down here, right, in the first field, okay? Don't have to worry about that. Check it out. Deselect the show row checkbox for the FK boat ID. So just do this, everybody. Down here at the bottom, just uncheck that first box. Just uncheck it. Oh, you can close your property sheet over here on the right side. You can close that now. Run, everybody. Run it. Time to run. Or wait, do we have to save it first before we run it? No, we can run it. Run. Tell me you got 5 boat types. All right, Control S to save. It will say save as query name. Please copy this from the instructions. It's boat types rented. By the way, we're done after this, everybody. You can save it, close it, and upload. But Nick, it's only 10:37 in the morning. Yes, I know. I swear, if my wife saw any of this stuff, she'd sit there and go, you know, you really just blow through those projects. Yes, we do. You're like, what were all those other steps for? Well, the other steps were to, I guess, confuse you. But that's how you do the third query. We're done, everybody. You can just close it and upload it. Close, upload, congratulations. That's it. I'll make sure to completely close the database. If you have not been with us the last 2 projects, you have to completely close the database or you cannot submit it. You're like, Nick makes that look way too easy. Yes, I do. Everyone's like, he's already submitting it? Sure, why not? 37 minutes, we got this. We got this, right? Did 3 queries. Whopping 14 points. Okay, well, 14 points in the books. You were great out there. 14 points for you on the 14th of November. Well, everybody, it was a nice short video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on Tuesday.